guys, it's me, Beck Cranford, and I'm a woman who preaches. And today we're going to talk about Matthew chapter 10, which is in some ways some of the most challenging of Jesus's words, and people just don't understand it. So, disclaimer, this text is not about Christian nationalism, nor is it a proof text for guys who are in the military who are like, well, Jesus said he was going to bring a sword. Nope, sorry, babes. This is not about military might here. This is about something completely different. But let's dive in and see what's going on. Also, some people really don't like this verse because it's slightly scary when it talks about family issues. Let's go. I need you to have your Bible on flip style or your tablet or computer or whatever you got going on there. Your phone. So you're going to find Micah, which is one of the prophets. I guess Micah's like a lesser prophet. Poor Micah. He was actually really rad and really like total BA. And for those of you right now who are like, what's a BA? That's what we Christians call boldly anointed, honey. Boldly anointed. So Micah is there. You're going to check that out. And then what we're going to do is we are going to go back to Matthew chapter 10. So let's start Matthew chapter 10, and then later I'll give you a verse in Luke that we'll go check out as well. So let's start in Matthew chapter 10. Really, this Matthew 10 kind of like preparation of the disciples is echoed in other places. Particularly, we'll see it again in Luke 14:26. This is the verse that you'll hear. In the King James, it reads, "If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, even his own life, he cannot be my disciple." I don't know why I did that accent, but you get it. The word hate here is a mistranslation. The Hebrew word is really like preferred less than. Maybe you've seen it written like Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. That's not what he means there. That's not what any of the biblical authors mean. Hate is a really strong word that is not contextual in the Hebrew. The Hebrew word is something different, which I'll look up and throw in here in a second. But basically what it means is prefer less than. One of the things that you'll hear about like love and hate when you look at it, it's like if you look in Romans 9:13, you'll hear it say, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated," and that's how it's translated. And you look at Malachi 1:2, it says, "I have loved you," and that's like that word there is it's a part of ava, but it's like avahata or something like that, right? And then it says, "Yet you say, where are those that have loved us? Was this not Esau, Jacob's brother?" And then saith the Lord, I have loved Jacob and I have hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. So that's where this kind of comes from. But when we look at it, ahav, which is translated love, and sain, which is translated hate, I mean, they have a whole lot of other meanings here too. Like ahav also in kind of the Hebrew word, it has multiple usages. Like you could say something like Jacob in whom I was able to kindle a fire, and then you would express something kind of lesser to hate and contrast it traded with Esau, like, and Esau, I didn't really care for him. And that could be like a better translation. Sain or Zane, zanity, as it is the hate there, it comes from a Semitic word that expresses the idea of creating distance, right? Or estrangement or turning away or alienation, rejecting. So it doesn't necessarily mean that strong hate that we see over and over again, especially in King James Version. But there could be definitely a better translation there on that. So there you go. If you like that video, I hope you'll check out more of the videos that I have available. Remember, you can think literarily and not literally when it comes to the Bible, and you don't have to check your brain at the door. You can be a thinking Christian and not a Bible bigot. Thanks so much. Have a great day.